Welcome to 1 EMS, the assessment. I'm here with Curtis, and we're going to talk about the 3-2-1 game we play here at the conference. So we're going to get started. So 3 questions to get you warmed up. So, when did you get into EMS?
2002.
Okay. So, was that 12? I can't do math right. Almost 20 years now.
Yes, sir.
No, over 20 years now.
Over 20
right
years.
At 20.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Holy crap, I've done this a long time. you don't count till you count. All right. Why EMS?
I was always into the fire side, and then I got stuck on the ambulance one day, and I kind of
just took to it,
man.
So how early in your career was that? So you start, I'm assuming the fire department, did they put you through EMT school, or how did you get EMT?
Yeah, through the fire department back in New Jersey. So originally coming down from New Jersey. So
well, here's another easy question. What brought you down to Georgia?
Just career change.
And how's EMS and fire in Jersey different than what you're doing here?
Up here, down there, it's more separated. There's a lot more private services.
Okay. How do you feel about that? Like, do you think the private service does a good job, or?
Somewhat in a setting, but it all comes down to the EMT and exactly why they're doing
leadership it. And exactly, yeah, 100%. 100%. All right, here comes a little bit harder question for you. If you had all the power in the world, what's one thing in EMS you would change?
Scope of practice for basics.
Okay. What would you like to do with that?
Let them actually
do some medicine.
Do what they're doing, learning in school.
So you came out. You said 2002. That was still the eye.
The
right?
eye was being pushed away.
Okay. So I got my I-96, and that is different, right? You come from nothing, but we were doing IVs, we were doing advanced airways. I didn't understand why they shifted. Yeah, it's a good foundation, but all you're really adding is a few extra skills with the A. Would you do more than that? Would you do more than just make it the A level? Like, would you give them more paramedic level?
Yeah.
Like what?
Yeah. I would bump them up, let them get into more aggressive medications and airway management.
What about pain management?
Definitely.
I know Georgia's talking about that now.
But they would definitely. I think we would have to be more aggressive in our approach of teaching.
All right.
Because you're giving them medication that could instantly put them out if we give them too much with any medication. But
how fast was your class? How long did you take class to get your EMT?
6 months.
So mine was 6 months.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think we could have both. Well, I definitely could have used another 3 or 4 months of real. Get on the trucks, ride in the service, understand more of what you're doing.
Absolutely.
So I'm kind of a fan of. I'm with you. Higher level of doing, but more training, not just education, but training of being in the field, being supervised, internship kind of thing. All right. So what's one piece of advice for someone who's entering the field?
Just form your own opinions of the older EMTs. Okay. Don't fall into the, this guy does it this way mentality.
Sure.
And we've always done it this way.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to speak up. Because as an older EMT, I've learned from newer EMTs coming out, like, hey,
different ways to think.
And just continuously learn.
I like it. All right, so for the last round here, your 4 categories are finance, education, mental health, or I get to ask you just anything.
Mental health.
Mental health. Being in the field as long as you have, when was it you realized that mental health help was not just necessary, but really welcomed?
Well, this is actually a personal one with me.
Okay.
2 years ago, I didn't realize I was going through burnout.
Got it.
And I realized that mental health was because I was one of them old guys that, just suck it up, it'd be all right, kid.
Right, you just push it down.
And I didn't realize, until I was at that dark moment in my life that I needed the mental health help, and it was okay to not be okay.
a bunch of people have used that phrase, and it's a great phrase because that is the truth. It is okay to not be okay. And I think all of our stories that came up through the 2000s, similar stories. Like you just don't realize how stressed and how dark things are until that moment hits, and then you start reaching out to people, and they're not there. They can't help. They don't even know what to do. What do you see right now going on as a change in the field towards mental health help?
That we're actually getting more classes at these conferences. We're actually teaching more classes in EMT school, and we're putting it out there. We're not just sending EMTs out into the field, that we're supposed to be built as robots to observe this kind of stuff, that, you know, we're a special kind of breed, that we do this because we get that in our mind that we need to just continue to just suck all this in and not talk about it.
Yeah, I like this phrasing, that special guy. There's no such thing. We're all
we're not superheroes.
And no, everybody gets affected by it. So what One EMS is, we're a 501c3 organization that tries to bring more help like that. We talk to educate the public through all of our social media, Facebook, Spotify, YouTube, and put stories out like this. And we also go to the state and tell these stories, but also start helping shape legislation. We don't want to make legislation. We want to have the legislators understand what we go through. And then everything in between of the new people into the field, the old timers like us, and what can we do to help? So the last question I have for you is, in that vein of what we do, what's one thing we can do in your world that would help you out?
Just try to continue the platform. I mean, that would just be, you know,
share the message.
Like I didn't even, if it wasn't for this conference, I wouldn't have known something about this. So, you know,
right, that's why we go out.
I didn't know there was a group out there. You know, I'm interested in helping y'all now.
Well, we'd love to have it. We're slow, not slowly, but we're more rapidly now getting everything in order. I know we got to get to class, but so thank you for sitting down. We've got this EMS one, and we got a fire and EMS one. I got you a clean one out of the box.
All right.
All right, thank you, Curtis. I appreciate you.